Hey United Church, I'm here with another video. It has been a couple weeks since you've seen the progress and it's very exciting. I've been on vacation, so this is going to be a big update. There's a lot to show you. First of all, I'm going to start off outside here because you can see the stone masons are here. We're doing light masonry around the edges and in the front so that everything is really nice and safe and well mortared and whatnot. Like all the little front steps are going to make sure we don't have any loose stones, and then they're going to be remasoning these water troughs that go on either side of the church. The other one is already done. I'll show it to you. It looks really, really good. But you can see, like, if you remember, these steps are sometimes a little perilous. Those are going to get shored up by this masonry team, which is awesome. So no loose steps, everything newly pointed, not completely repointed, but just like touch-up pointing. All right, let's go inside. I'm going to show you a ton of stuff of what's going on in here. Coming into the lobby, things are really starting to look great. You can see we have a big delivery here. And you know what? These are the cabinets. These are cabinets for all of the cabinets that are going into the classrooms in the daycare. So that is really coming along. All of the bathrooms are completely retiled. And I'm going to show you down here. This looks really different. Wow, this is our new administrative and meeting wing, and it's looking phenomenal. The walls are up, so you can see here, this is where the copy machine is going to go, right outside the break room. Over here is our main meeting room and history and records room. Also, this is where our technology closet is going to be, which is exciting. This is coming along. Things are actually getting painted. So like the hallway is not painted, but I can tell you that this room is painted. This is the color the finishing team chose. This is the break room. They're going to be putting in the cabinets and whatnot to make that a little kitchenette pretty soon. But that is painted. Some of the offices are painted. You can see the doors are up. For these offices, this is going to be our administrator's office where Annette is going to be sitting. This over here is going to be our pastor's office. You can see it's starting to get painted. This over here is going to be our faith formation and building manager office. This over here is our parlor sitting room. Nice room that's going to have beautiful couches and whatnot. And this over here is going to be our music director's office. And this is our mini chapel prayer room. So after people meet with somebody on staff or come in for a meeting and they just want to have some quiet time to reflect, this is going to be set up really devotionally as a chapel. But not a chapel where we're going to like have 1 million people, but a chapel where individuals come in small groups to just do private devotion and prayer. And then, yeah, this is like our couch room. Now, the thing that happened, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of rain, which was actually kind of cool because we got to see how watertight our church is. And for the most part, it was incredibly watertight. Door is up here for our... This is our room that has all of our sprinkler system. So for the most part, very, very watertight. The only thing that we learned is this is the part of the church that is going to get the most moisture. Now, there wasn't any like running water. There wasn't any water issues, but just because it's the lowest gradient level of the church is down here, the water, when we had that super intense rain, seeped in just kind of microscopically through the walls and the floor, and it made there be kind of like a sheen of water down here on the concrete. And so actually we were kind of blessed that that happened during construction phase, because originally we were planning to just put down some commercial grade carpet tile down here. But when we realized that in extreme water events, that could be problematic, we decided that we're going to do a vapor barrier all on the ground here. So there's going to be this vapor barrier, and we're going to tile down here, which will just be way, way better. Everything else was perfect in this extreme water event. And so we feel really good that this is going to be a phenomenal long-term plan to keep water at bay in our church. The only thing that means is it might be a little echoey here until we put down a lot of like runners and get some area carpets and things hanging on the walls and furniture. And we're gonna really have to make sure that we're intentional about that to make it not be too like echoey. Now this is a whole area that you guys haven't seen before because it never existed. This is our fire code compliant escape stairway out from the below area to this completely new escape door right here. And it's dark because there's no light in there, but of course there will be. But that is an entirely new area. And what's kind of neat about this is even though we've lost the access to the sanctuary from down in this point of the building, we've gained this enormous closet. So what I've done is I've just opened this closet door. All of our doors are beautiful, like heavy wood doors. They're not like, they're solid core doors. So I'm opening this beautiful door. I'm walking in, and guys, huge amount of storage space. This is a huge storage closet that we didn't anticipate having. And I can tell you the staff and the finishing team are already thinking about what to stick down here. It's very, very exciting to have all of this storage. All right, so things are really moving along down here in our meeting and administrative wing. I want to show you now what's going on in the rest of the church. Let's keep going. Down, down, down. I can tell you, these are the lights. Obviously they're not on. We still have these like, temporary construction lights, but do you see these panels that are in this dropped ceiling? Those are the lights. And I have seen them on, and I cannot even tell you guys, it lights up this room like daytime. It is just incredibly bright, these beautiful LEDs, but they're not overpowering. They're just perfect. They just make everything feel super bright. It's not gonna feel like you're in this like dark basement area. It absolutely does not feel like that when the lights are on. Women's bathroom. All right, let's go up. Well, I'll go upstairs in a second. Oh, you know what I'm gonna show you over here? I'm gonna show you over here, post office side. See what I'm talking about? This is what they did over here. They've redone all of the water chutes on the side of the building. So all of this masonry has been redone, and that's what you saw them working on over there. And I'm actually just walking up it right now. And I'm gonna show you, this was all like cracked and pitted before. This is the new escape route from the church. So this is totally done. This used to be a water-filled, debris-filled, downstairs, completely not to code stairwell, exterior stairwell. That's completely gone, and now we have this completely fire code compliant escape door right here. You can see it's right under this window. That's what it looks like on the outside. And they're redoing the masonry here. And so it's all done here, but this masonry is getting redone on the other side too. All right, let's go in. I also love these dates that you see on the side of this church. 1726 was when they got enough money to first build the original First Parish Meeting House here in Walpole, which is what we're meeting in. And 1939 is when the United Church was formed, of that and two other churches. And they renovated this building completely. I'm actually working with Betsy Dwyer from the Walpole Historical Society to get a historical, official metal historical marker on our church that's going to explain the whole history. And it's very, very exciting. And I'm asking her if we can have it, because it talks about the 1939 renovation. And I'm asking, can we include that 2023 was the next time that the church was completely renovated? Because that would be kind of exciting. All right, come on in here. Oh, here's where you can see the lights are on. All right, so this is I'm in the daycare, and this is a phenomenal example of what it looks like when these lights are on. Just beautiful. It's so light and bright, but not like ugly LED. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Lights everything up so well. And you can just see the darkness This is not what it's gonna look like when the lights are on, right guys? And you can see the lights are, those same lights are what's installed in the drop ceiling. But here's what they look like on a plaster ceiling, just kind of coming out. That's gonna be like the whole daycare and the whole administrative area of the church. Those lights, they're very inexpensive to run too, because it's all LED, and they're just really good lighting. Lighting has come a long way. That's a big thing that's improved with technology. Daycare, things are really coming along here. Here's our electric room. So Eversource is coming soon to install the transformer. We got the new door. This is the new door for the daycare. This is the keypad parents will use to keypad in right next to the door out here. And the transformer is going to be sitting right here. And we are on the list. Beers have been had with the people who work locally for Eversource. And I've been told that it's on there. It's now like a ticket that's on there to do. So it's going to happen very, very soon, like hopefully next week. Hey, how are ya? Good. So here we come. This is all daycare. We're rushing to get the daycare done first because they need to apply for permitting with the state. And the state won't even let you schedule the permit appointment until construction's complete. So we've got to get construction complete so they can schedule the permitting, get the inspectors out here from DESE, and then be able to open up. And you can see the laminate floor is going in here in the daycare. I'm gonna be careful because I don't want to mess it up. But this is the laminate floor. It looks like wood. It's really nice. And it's being installed now. This is the flooring for all the daycare areas that don't have either tile like the bathrooms or hardwood like the historic area over here. We are keeping the historic hardwood where we can. But here's more lights on so you guys can see how nice, light, and bright these areas look when the lights are on. Imagine that. Lighting, but it's so true. It makes such a difference. Here's this room with its lights. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And here's this room with the lights on. This is the daycare break room. Things are looking amazing. I love it. All right, let's come through here. Elevator stuff is getting delivered. But the thing is, everything is like a Rubik's Cube, as always, and you can't actually get the elevator install people on site until we get that transformer, because we don't have enough electricity in the building to run the elevator at the moment, and you can't safely install the elevator without being able to like turn it on electrically. So we are waiting. Everything is really hinging on Eversource. We have to get Eversource here to install the transformers, flip the switch to our new electrical, and then boom, we can get the elevator people here. But they're like ready to go. They're just waiting on the electricity. Hello, Bradford Lewis Hall. Doesn't this look amazing? People who have been here in person are like, Bradford Lewis Hall looks so much bigger. I can tell you that it does. And a lot of that is because it looks so clean. Look at that ceiling. Some of y'all remember all of that asbestos tile, that asbestos acoustical tile. You probably didn't know it was asbestos, but it was. All of that asbestos acoustical tile is actually still there. It's just been encapsulated by these beautiful, clean walls. And so that looks so good. The deck is coming, should be delivered next week. They'll be installing that. This, Bradford Lewis Hall, getting painted. This is all just primer, but the painting is gonna be happening. It looks so good. So much light. Light is the word for today. These are our bathrooms. Really coming along. We have toilets. I mean, it's looking good, folks. It's looking good. I am told that we are weeks away from completion. Can you believe that? Just a few more weeks and it's all done. probably sometime in August. This whole thing will be done. Now, the last thing that will be done is the sanctuary. But I'm going to show you what's going on over here in the Skyline Room, because this has completely been painted. This is the wall color that our finishing team chose for basically the whole church. It's this beautiful, warm, warm white. A lot of the floors are cool tone, and it looks great with this warm white. But in this room, the floors are actually going to be hardwood. This is the only room that we're splurging to install hardwood in, because we anticipate this is going to be our most heavily used programmatic room, and we want it to tie in seamlessly with the sanctuary and Bradford Lewis Hall, which is right here. So people will be coming from, the hardwood right there, and they'll just continue the hardwood into this room. It's absolutely phenomenal. We're gonna have a TV on the wall over here where you see this kind of outlet in the middle of the wall. And we're also gonna have built-in storage for tables, and then built-in big storage on that side for all kinds of supplies, music storage, all kinds of things. Like, people have been wondering, where are the choir robes gonna be? Where are the choir music gonna be? It's gonna be in here. So choir can get ready in this room, and then they'll be performing over here, all on one level. And for folks who have accessibility needs in the choir, all of this is accessible via the elevator, which will be nice and new. All right, let's go into the sanctuary, which hasn't changed much, except I can tell you decisions have been made in terms of paint. You can see a lot of swatches on the wall, and carpet tile. And so all of that is getting ready to roll. Next week, they're gonna be popping in the ceiling. All of the sprinkler heads are coming in. And I will show you the carpet tile we picked. Now, the wall color is gonna be slightly more white. It's still a creamy white, but a little bit lighter than the existing creamy wall color. So slightly more of a whitish tone, but again, not bright white, still a cream, just a little bit lighter cream. And then the taupe wood, the trim is going to be essentially what you see right there, but maybe a teeny weeny bit less yellow, just a teeny weeny bit, but basically the same. The carpet tile that we selected is this, which we think will look real nice. And it has a lot of creams and grays and blues and browns kind of embedded into it. And the nice thing about carpet tile is that if somebody spills something and we can't get it out, or there's, maybe just a high traffic area and a lot of dirt builds up on something, you actually just rip out the individual tiles that you want to replace and put new ones down. So somewhere in our storage rooms, we will have like 50 extra carpet tiles, and we will just replace little sections as needed. And it helps maintain the life of the carpet really well. So things are just, the other thing to know, I don't think we told you guys this, but again, our builders are super thorough in terms of safety. And the only way to access right now the steeple and the roof and this whole kind of attic area is through an incredibly rickety and narrow ladder that's in this corner of the room in the area. They are actually going to be building a fire code compliant stair that will be behind a door up in that corner, which is wild to me, but that they're going to be doing that. So that's a really cool project. So, and their point is, like, if you had somebody up there working on something and they have a heart attack in the, like up in the steeple area or up in the roof area, there would be no way for the fire department to get them out on a stretcher. And with this new code compliant thing that they're going to build up there, you would. It's a very steep stair, and it's an alternating stair, so it's like you'll see when they build it. But it is code compliant, and if somebody, God forbid, had an emergency in that area of the building, we could get them out, or the fire department could get them out, which is great. So things are really coming along, guys. I know this was a long video, but you know, it's a huge update and it's really exciting to see everything come together. So hold on for just a few more weeks. We are almost done, and then we will be in this building. You'll be enjoying it. We'll be worshiping here, hanging out here, doing all kinds of stuff here, and building community, both within our church and within our wider community right here in our building. So we will see you guys later. Talk to you soon, and look out for another video update next week. All right, bye friends.